The majority of autistic adults out there suffer from autistic burnout at least one time in their lives. Around 2 or 3 decades on this planet can be hard on us for various reasons, and it sends us into this period of time where we can struggle a lot. The struggle often includes extreme fatigue, loss of skill, and regression in traits. Now, the loss in skills could just be something you like to do. It could just be like you like to do math, now you don't know how to do math anymore. But it could also just be something like, with me, I have trouble talking. And what I mean is enunciating, actually talking, getting the words out. It's almost like I go nonverbal. And there's been many times where I force myself to talk, and it's just, I can't get the words out. It's like I stutter, I enunciate like a 4-year-old, and not gonna lie, it can be kind of embarrassing. So oftentimes I just try to isolate myself, and in some ways this isolation, or if you want solitude, is a good thing. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about the recovery process of autistic burnout, because this is where it gets tricky. You see, autistic burnout, you get there a lot of times from masking. Masking is harmful. It's basically when autistic people try to approximate neurotypical behavior to blend in. This is just exhausting to do. Keep up the charade all the time, but it also makes it feel a little bit disingenuous. Nobody gets the authentic you, and it leads to people not really understanding you, people not knowing who you are, and you feel that all the time. It can feel kind of lonely, like kind of a really soft word for it, but yeah, you eventually start to feel like you don't know yourself too, and that's oftentimes how I feel in burnout, is lost altogether. And burnout is known to last for a while, and so it's really hard to get out of. It's not just a few hours, it's not just a few days. I think if you're lucky, it's going to be like a week or two, but there's reports of people feeling like they never recover from burnout because life doesn't stop. We just keep going and going and going. The weekend is not a long enough time to recover, and oftentimes in burnout, your autistic traits get worse. What does that mean? You probably need to mask harder. Masking harder sends you further in burnout. So this vicious cycle just kind of continues for a lot of people, to the point where an autistic individual just doesn't want to participate in society anymore. And that could mean a lot of things, some being a lot more dark than others, but it's just a hard thing to deal with. And the fact of the matter is, most of us deal with burnout. Most of us experience this at some point. So I feel like we need a little bit more recognition of this trait in autistic people, and maybe just some sick leave or something. I really think it's a legitimate issue. It's just not fun to deal with, but the truth of the matter is, the longer you're around certain people, the longer you're going to stay in burnout. And I just think that a lot of autistic people struggle with this all the time, and they just try to push through it until they can't anymore. So, I just wish for everyone that they don't need to spend years in autistic burnout. And I think as a society, we need to do better at not catering just to the neurotypicals, but other neurodivergent people. And I'm not saying that we just should be supported indefinitely, but I just wonder if an autistic person can work remotely a little bit more for a little bit of time. Be at the office a little bit less. Just have some understanding. I'm going through autistic burnout right now. Can you take it easy on me a little bit? Just something like that I wish was more commonplace, to let us have our breathing room a little bit and recover, because life is not fun in burnout. It might seem like we're complaining about nothing, but yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing, and I just hope that we get a little bit more resources or recognition for what we're struggling with. So, autistic burnout is something basically every autistic person's going to have to deal with at some point. It's a matter of how long is it going to take to pull yourself out of it. It's going to always take time, and we're not given that time most of the time. So that's just basically what I wanted to say. Autistic burnout sucks, and it sucks to stay in it as long as we tend to stay in it for